We want to acknowledge, first of all, Karen. I don't know, I didn't get a chance to check and see she's on the webinar here with us tonight, but thank you, Karen. We basically asked all of our CCO VIP members, you know, what happened with the Blitz videos? Did they actually help you? And we had a lot of questions, but the ones that I wanted to highlight here is, what was your biggest concern before buying the course? And Karen said, was this course going to provide the method of learning that I needed, hands-on? And yes, that concern went away after the first video. So awesome. I like this one. What superpower did this course help you achieve in your medical coding career? And that was confidence. So that's a very, very important one that we like to get through to our students. And most importantly, would you recommend the CPC exam preparation videos to someone else, and why? She said, in a heartbeat, I was holding myself back looking at coding with a clinician brain as a nurse rather than as from a coding brain. And anything else that you've achieved with the help of our product? And this is probably the most important one. She landed the best job that she ever could hope for. So kudos and thank you, Karen, for sharing all those things. Any comments from the other gals here about nurses coming into medical coding?
I can tell you that real quick that back several years back now, I worked with a lot of nurses who were forced to do coding, and they hated it. They couldn't understand why I loved it, because they hated it. And ultimately it was because they weren't trained to code. You know, it was very frustrating, and they were being forced, literally forced, to look up codes. And so they resented it. And but this coding is a fabulous transition for a clinician. You've got all the background, you know, and if you're tired of being on your feet, if you're tired of getting your hands dirty or working the long hours and trying to find a parking space, or, you know, things like that that are involved, you know, little things that get on your nerves as a clinician, great job. But know that you can transition into coding, that your certification just makes you more marketable, and that it also is a pay equivalent. You know, I could make as much as a coder as the RNs were making that I worked with, which is, and at the time I didn't have a degree. So, you know, that is, now it's not all that all the time. However, it is a very good transition. What do I want to say? It's a very lateral transition.
And they don't feel like they're throwing away, you know, you're not going from a totally unrelated field. All that knowledge, being a nurse, is going to be, you know, beneficial. But let's move on. We got a lot more to go through, but thank you, Karen. That was a great interview there, Boyd.